Today we're going to talk about how to use Degree Audit to see how much progress you're making towards your degree of your choice. First, we're going to go to the Texas Tech homepage where we are right now. Click on the Current Student tab on the left side. Then we're going to click on the Rater link over here on the right side. Type in your e-rater and password, and once you do that, you can log into RaterLink. Now in RaterLink, you want to go to the My Tech for Students tab up at the top. And in the My Tech for Students tab, you're going to look in the Student Services box. And toward the bottom, you'll see mine's already in purple. Click Degree Audit. Now notice that it always opens it in a new tab or in a new window. So that's important to keep in mind. You select the current term, which at this point is fall 2011, but that might change whenever you're watching this video. And you'll see here the different degrees that I currently have. I'm a master's student, and so that kind of helps out. We're going to try a what-if audit to see if I decided to get a different degree, what I would choose. Now the entry term is the term that you entered Texas Tech University. So for me it was fall 2009, so I'm going to choose that and make sure I choose TTU because I'm not going to law school or anything, and click continue. Now the program, I'm going to choose history, so I type in HIS and it jumps to history, as you can see. I'm choosing the Bachelor of Arts, which is what BA stands for. And then at the top you can see a little bit here of a description of what the history degree entails. So you choose the campus, which is Lubbock TTU, and the major is history. Now if you want to add a concentration or a minor, you just click add more, and you can see the different concentrations listed here. Art history, history of religions, secondary education. I'm going to choose history of religions just for the sake of this exercise, and you can see what the concentration will entail. And then I also want to choose a minor because everybody in arts and sciences has to have a minor. I'm going to choose Arabic because Arabic's interesting. Hit submit, and it's going to take it a second for it to come through. And then the evaluation term. This is going to be your current term. So choose fall 2011 TTU again for me and generate the request. Now the request takes, 5-6 seconds to generate. It's a lot of information that's being pulled. Now once it comes up, you're going to see a whole lot of information on one page. And I'll try and explain it all as it comes. So we're going to choose the student view, because you can look at all of them later if you want to, but we're going to look at the student view today because I think it's the easiest. At the top you can see the same description that we had earlier, and then you also can see the program, which is history, the catalog term, which is the term that we entered, the evaluation term, the campus, the expected graduation date is not going to be listed on there, but you can see the minor, which is Arabic, and then the concentration, history of religions, listed there. And the next section is going to show you the minimum number of hours, which is 120, that you must have at Texas Tech in order to get the degree. 30 of them must be here in person at Texas Tech. You can see anything that's red means it hasn't been met yet. The history major classes, you can see they're highlighted in red on the left, and then the subjects are actually hyperlinks. If you click on the hyperlink for History 1300, it takes you to the catalog description for that course, which is very helpful. You can see that it fulfills the core humanities requirement as well as a small course description. I can click back and go back to where I was a second ago. Notice down here at the bottom it has the two courses that must be included at the 4000 level, which means they have to be senior level classes. And then it gives you a bunch of and options. So you have to have European history and Asian history, and then the history of religions concentration has some classes too. You've got to have writing intensive classes. The Arabic minor is outlined very clearly. And then the English core, these are English writing classes that I've already got credit for. The English literature core, which is not met here. The oral communications core, which in this case is public speaking. I took that when I was a student here at Tech before I transferred. You can see that foreign language is met because I have an Arabic minor, so it's going to be fulfilled by the minor. So nothing to worry about there. The mathematics core is not met. I didn't take any math classes while I was here. Natural sciences, I have 2 classes of credit for that. You can see those listed on the right. Additional natural science, I guess that's already met. Not a problem there. Technology and applied science, however, you can see that I had Edit 2318 as my credit there. Individual and group behavior, you have to have 6 credit hours, and Keep in mind this isn't 100% correct because notice that Economics 2302 is listed twice. U.S. History is met by the major. Political Science is met because I have the credit already. Humanities is filled by the major. Visual and Performing Arts, I had to have 6 credit hours and I only have 3. Personal Fitness and Wellness, I have 2 classes there. Multicultural, I don't have that fulfilled yet. Free electives, I've got plenty of those, so that one's met. And then this bottom section is not applicable. So you can see all the classes I've taken in my graduate school as well as other classes that didn't count toward the either minor, concentration, or the major that I listed here in Degree Audit. It gives my overall GPA and the number of credit hours that I have that count toward the history major. Now keep in mind, again, this is not an official evaluation. Those at the top of the screen. So take this with a grain of salt, but it is a good indicator for the most part as to how much progress you've made towards your degree. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us at our phone number, which is 806-742-2189, or come by and see us in 79 Holden Hall. You can also find more helpful videos at our YouTube channel, which is TTU Advising.